Well, the low back settee is just a great project. Now, you have to understand that I'm going to give you the additional video instruction that you need to make this beautiful settee. This is like the Big Smile seat times 2. The big difference is this center board. Instead of having 5 seat boards, we've got 9 seat boards. We have one added in the middle here, which is kind of a wide board. Look at your patterns and you'll get the widths that you need to make this seat. So number 5 is in the center. It's going to be just as high on a plane with board number 9 and board number 1. The lowest boards are going to be board number 3, and then over here board number 7. So you see what we've got laid out is the beginning of 2 different seat bowls, kind of tied together with board number 5 here, and this being the center of the whole thing. So let's get started, and I'm going to draw out the seat bowls with a pattern, and it'll all start taking shape. I'm going to pull this apart and start with board number 3 and board number 7, and I'm going to draw the seat bowl and take it to the bandsaw. And we'll just work our way out on each side. Got a lot to do. All right, as part of my public safety message here, I want you to understand that what you want to cut is everything from the pommel back to the back edge of the seat bowl. This is where your pommel is going to be. So after laying out this S-curve here to cut on, I actually made a little mark here that at 4 inches that tells me I can come out right there. I don't want to keep cutting. If I keep cutting on both sides, the pommel will be flat. As part of my public service announcement, I want you to understand it's in your best interest not to cut your pommel off. Cut it from both sides, and what I've got left is kind of a little high spot right down the middle because there was a 3-degree bevel on each side. And so I can actually work to erase that and to bring all this into line and sculpt the front of the pommel. All right, let's go sculpt the front of the pommel. And we'll go do that right now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a 45-degree flat right down to this line here. And so we're going to work the grinder back and forth. And then I'm going to lay the grinder right here on this point, and I'm going to flatten it out all the way to the top of that line, or the end of the line at the top and the end of the line here. And then I'll be able to work away from this pommel and use the shape of the tool, to kind of drag along here. And the shape of the tool is, will leave a concave surface all the way out to this line here by just dragging it along. Now we need to do the other side the same way as this side, and I'm going to spend a little time trying to take out this high spot right here. Now this line is real important because you're going to use it to lay out the board that's next to it. To trace along this line. So let's make it smooth. Remember, use your fingers, mark your work so you'll know where you've been and where you need to go, and take your time. This is fun. Now, this is a change. This is something different from the regular smile seat to the big smile seat. When you trace the center board in the seat, all you want to do is put it right next to the center board. You don't need to swap the boards or do anything like that. So I'm tracing it. Real easy to do. No trick at all. Now, I can take this apart. It's easy for me to say. I can take this apart. There it is. And I'm going to prepare this for cutting. I want to have a line right across here. We're going to scoop out one side, and then we're going to reset the bandsaw. We're going to use an angle back here, and then reset the bandsaw and cut this pretty straight across the front there. So this will be kind of scooped out on the inside. Let's go to the bandsaw and I'll show you how to do it. Got to do this cut 4 times. And now I'm going to bandsaw starting here. I don't want to bandsaw the front yet. I want to kind of scoop out on this side that 9 degrees. So it's going to be deeper here and less deep on the side. And then we'll come back and we'll reset, using this line right here, we'll reset the table, and then we'll cut this so it'll be kind of flat right there. 2 different cuts. This is how you do it. See this line here? All right, the way you want to line this up is this line, considering the bevels that are on the edges of the boards, this line is going to be at about 3 degrees. And I have a scale down here that helps me to set that. But you can almost just set it by eye if you line that up. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to cut right along this line, and then I think we can move on to the rest of those seat boards. This is a real nice curve here. I always want to pull that out just a little bit earlier because I'd like to make the rest of this curve myself without maybe taking out too much right there. So when you get about to the middle of the board like that, go ahead and pop out of it, and then we can straighten this out. Okay, we only have 3 more boards to do like this. We've got this seat board resting against board number 5, which is the center of the whole buddy seat. And so we're just going to use this board as a template or as a pattern. And now we know exactly how much we need to take off right here to grind this away from the center of board number 5. So let me show you one other thing. From here to there, we need to draw a line. I drew a little line across here, which is the same thing I did right there, and I used a grinder to smooth this out and to sculpt that. Well, I'm going to use a grinder to sculpt this whole piece out of board number 5, the center seat board. So I'm going to set up my grinder, and I'm going to show you how I do it right now. Don't forget to stop and mark your work. Give yourself some lines that you can use so that you can see where you've been and see where you need to go. Right in here, I need to dish this out a little bit. Needs some concavity. And it's a lot easier if I can kind of work right through the middle with using the shape of the pad here and the shape of the tool. I can make some tracks and leave a little bit on these edges and slowly work out to the edge to impart that shape. Same thing on the front end here. Just takes a little time, but this is the heart and soul of sculpted furniture. You're imparting a kind of a twist right here that's a little bit concave coming from the edge of the seat bowl, but that little twist is perfect, and it's going to help the sitter enjoy that seat. Now, an important thing again for you to know is that building the settee is based on most of the components that you build and put together for the low back chair. The only two things that are going to be different are going to be the backrest, and we'll have a chapter on the backrest, including how to sculpt it, and the seat, which we've already put together and you've seen. So when you get ready for your legs, and it's got to have legs, go to the chapter, the low back chapter on how to sculpt a beautiful pair of legs, and you'll find out. All right, so you got to drill some holes to attach the legs. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm delighted because both of my back legs are perpendicular to the seat here. It's going to make it easier for me to fit a pretty massive piece of walnut back here for the backrest. And of course we've got to attach some arms, make those and attach them, and then we've got a lot of sculpting to do. But what you need to do is take care of the arms, go to the chapter on the low back arms, make those, get them attached, but don't glue them. I'm not gluing anything together yet. And we've got a few things that we can do to the back legs, but the next chapter that you should be concerned with, because we're still roughing out parts, is to fit that backrest. And so we're going to do that now. So stick around.